Welcome back, everyone. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. We're going to do a quick review on the truck we got. So this is the 2020 F-150 XLT. It's a bit dusty from driving down the highway yesterday there. But I don't know if you can tell the color there. I actually call this magma red. Depending on the sunlight or how dark it is, sometimes it looks black, sometimes it's brown. Me and Brielle have named it a plum color. So that's why we call it Big P. She's a little peanut, this is Big P, the plum. It's been a very good truck. We got the 5.5 foot bed. I'll kind of go over all the stuff I have on it after. Just give you an overview of the truck from the outside, as we do with the inside. We have the backup camera. Not very impressed with this backup camera. I did see today that they do have some recalls on them, so maybe that'll fix it, but sometimes it comes in very funky, and it's definitely, it shouldn't be protruded out like that. They should put it in a little bit so that when the water comes down, it doesn't just sit on the lens. It's not a very good design. Standard 2-inch hitch, receiver. Of course, we got the bigger plug, and hope you can see in there the smaller 4-5 plug. And we got the little spot here to take the spare tire down. Another thing I never understood is why trucks do not come stock, or most trucks do not come stock with the freaking wheel fenders, the inner fenders here, or wheel wells. It's very strange. They do it on the front, but not the back. So you have to get them aftermarket or after the fact and put them in. Very strange. Sorry, I keep getting myself in a reflection here. Bad sunlight. Oh, you can see XLT. It's definitely been a very, very powerful truck. One thing, paint is was very, very clean. Minus this spot right there. Not sure if you can see that very well. Definitely should have looked at the paint a little closer before we got it. By the time I noticed that, it's too late to bring it back to the dealership and complain, as they could have said it was me. Alright, now we'll go under the hood, see what this powerhouse has. Pretty simple latch. They could lift it up a little higher so you can actually see it from the outside. You get your basic 5.0 liter V8 Ford engine. It's the biggest one they make for this for the XLT, well, for the F-150s actually altogether. And it definitely puts in some work. I cannot complain about this motor. It actually gets very good gas mileage as well. It was better than my Kia that I had right before this. And the only time it went down a little bit was pulling the trailer the other day, but it also had that big freaking sail on the back of it. So at 70 miles an hour down the highway, that's kind of expected to have some bad mileage. But around town and highway unloaded, I'm sitting pretty high up there in the mid 20s, high 20s. Nice. What we got for a battery here? Definitely gives us enough juice. Haven't had any problems starting. Of course, it hasn't been very cold out yet, though it is starting to get it pretty cold. Maybe someday we'll change this out, get some better airflow in there. Well, it's got a pretty big pipe on there, but then you can see it gets pretty small down in there. let it breathe a little better. We'll see. All in all, definitely worth it. Close this up. Alright, let's go over some of the things we've added on to this. It did come with the mud flaps, but for some reason dealerships feel the need to put their name all over vehicles, which is ridiculous. It's annoying. I can't stand it. You'll see I took the sticker off the back where they always put it. Mud flap, took them off there, and they had a sticker on one of the windows on the inside. That came off because you know, you buy a vehicle for the brand, not for the dealership most of the time. So anyways, we got the plain mud flaps for the back. The front didn't have any, so as you'll see up here, we did get them for the front as well. So for the front as well. Second thing we put on, actually I think we put these on before we did the mud flaps, was the side steps. We have some short people in this family, so we needed some steps. It's kind of hard to tell out here, but the truck did sit pretty high. So we put these on, just got them on Amazon. I'll see if actually I think I got these on eBay. So we'll have to find the links and see if I can put all these in the description for you guys. Nothing special, but they're rated for about 700 pounds. There's, I don't know if I can get a good shot of it, but there's a bracket behind the back. Another one just above here, and then there's one near the front. So it's definitely very strong. Each one has 3 bolts, which are already on the frame of the truck itself. So you don't have to drill nothing in, just put that on and screw it in, or put the nuts on top of the bolts there. So that was pretty great. And then we have the tonneau cover. Of course, I went over this. If you follow me on social media or on Facebook, wherever you call those dang things, you'll see wasn't quite sure which way I wanted to go. Ended up going with the Velcro over the top of the rail. The Velcro is not super great. The tighter you put these on, the better the Velcro holds. When it gets a little loose, especially driving up on the highways a lot, it flaps around pretty good. But it keeps the whole bed dry, so that's what matters the most. Let me roll that down so you can see that. Two straps, one on each side. And you just gotta unroll it. As you can see, all the water from when I hosed everything off. And then up in here, slides in there. Both sides. You can see that side very well. Set this down and try this again. There we go. Didn't have the other side lined up very well. All we gotta do is give it a nice push down, locks in, unlocks, pull this, locks. But see, that's the most amazing lock, and it's gonna stop anybody from breaking in, but it gets the job done for now. The tailgate just goes up there. Alright, when I was recording this video, I didn't explain this part very well. Here I'm showing you the U-Pull Raptor liner that I had to spray in. The first time it didn't come out very well. I didn't let it cure long enough, and I had only put one coat in because the air compressor I was using wasn't strong enough to spray very good. So I suggest you use a bigger air compressor. Either way, now that I've got it in there, it works pretty well. I would have liked to put a third coat on just so it's a little bit stronger. As you can kind of see, there's one little gash in it. But I don't really put a lot of hard items back there, but it's good to have a nice even floor there that I can put some sharper objects in. And it looks much better than the metal anyways. Here you'll see some of the bad prep work that I did. A little bit of primer right here. You can see the white right there. Taping off is very difficult in these trucks. There's a lot of small places and curves, and it was definitely a good all-day project. So well worth it. Just a lot of work. Alright, here I'm just showing you guys real quick the last thing I did on the outside, which is ceramic coating. I highly suggest you guys do this to any vehicle. Older vehicles, you're going to want to do some paint correction. Mine didn't have much for swirls because it's brand new. It definitely helps a lot. As you can see, the water just beads right off. It works amazing on windshields too. I only put one coat, suggest 2 or 3. I'll probably do another one on the next wash. Coming to the inside of the truck, starting the driver's side. Got your basic controls on your steering wheel, volume, phone, cruise control, normal dashboard. Sorry about the dust. My cleaning crew didn't do a very good job this week. Yeah, I don't have a cleaning crew, that's me. The only thing I'm not a huge fan of on the dash cluster is the arrow for the gas sits behind the needle. So when you're first getting used to the vehicle, you have to keep looking at your mirror to figure out which side your gas tank's on, instead of being able to see the little arrow. A little inconvenient. Moving over to the middle, got a pretty decent sized screen. You got all kinds of different things you got in here. Once the phone's connected, you can see your phone screen. This works off the Apple and the Android CarPlay, or whatever they're called these days. They're normal controls for your heat. There's no controls for the back, only the front. Kind of a downside. 4-wheel drive selection. It does not have the trailer braking, which is a big disappointment, but that we can easily add in. And of course, a key. Why do they even make vehicles with keys anymore? Should just be fobs. And down here we got our plugs. Can't really see them very well. Cigarette lighter, 2 USB plugs. The cigarette lighter does not shut off when the car shuts off. Very strange. Of course, my dash cam plugs into the cigarette lighter, so I have to unplug it every time. And we have another 12-volt plug up here. This one also does not shut off when the car shuts off. And then we have this useless, annoying button. That is the auto off, auto start. So when you come to a stoplight or whatever and you're stopped for too long, it shuts the motor off all by itself. Very annoying. You have to push that button to make it stop. You should be able to just disengage it forever, but apparently that's not the case. Alright, moving to the back seats. We got the 40/60 split bench. One thing I'm not impressed about with this back seat, and I've heard different versions that if it's the way it's made or not made, but this bottom seat does not, See if I can get a good shot in there. It does not lock down. I've tried everything. I tried pulling the latch while it was up, down. Both sides do it. I feel like it's extremely dangerous. Luckily, we have not had any problems, and it's probably safe enough to drive around in, so the kids are okay, but it's just a very bad design for it if that's really the way it's supposed to be. I tried slamming it down, sitting on it, all that happy stuff. Well, when it is up, pardon all the mess back here, but there's quite a bit of storage underneath. You can fit some things in the back there. Just have junk under here for now. And then we have... Alright, this right here is the DVD players that we have on the headrests. If you have kids, you need to get these, especially younger kids. They will save you so much frustration in the car. You can watch movies on 2 different screens, 2 different volumes. It's just amazing. Braille's DVD player. Time to retire these, they're getting a bit old. And of course, no truck is complete without some 303 aerospace protectant. Makes the interior look amazing. Of course, that's amazing when it's actually clean, unlike mine. I didn't have time to clean it before I did this video. And another thing, another cigarette lighter that does not shut off when the truck shuts off. I don't know who thought of that, but it's a terrible design. The floor mats are nice. They do come just about to the edge, and I didn't pay any extra for these. It actually came with it. A bit dirty, but it's a truck. It's supposed to be a little dirty, I guess they say. But as you can see, it goes under the seat pretty far. There. Alright, here I'm going to show you the Ford Pass that also comes with the vehicle for free. It's a pretty amazing app. So, we'll get in here. In here you can start the vehicle. You can also stop the vehicle by ignition, that is. Lock, unlock. You get all your vehicle details in here. Glove box, all that. It also shows you the location of your vehicle at all times, which is pretty amazing. The odd chance that in Vermont your vehicle gets stolen, or well, if you live in a hardcore area, I guess that could happen more frequently. You can also keep track of your journeys, all that. You get your tire pressure, oil life. The vehicle does have vehicle hotspot. It goes through AT&T. You have to pay for this subscription after the first however many gigabytes or whatever it is. It's definitely helpful, but we don't really use it that often, so we don't pay for any extra. You can schedule starts and stops. And of course, you got your vehicle details, support, all that stuff, health report. Let's go back. Once you have services, of course, I'm only at 5,000 miles, so I haven't had a service yet. It will show you all the details of what happened, what they did, and all that. Any recommendations. You can also find a dealer. You got your map down here, where your vehicle is. You got your help. Find destination, remote start. Then you can go into your different accounts, whether it's your rewards account, your Ford credit, which is where you'd make your payments and all that. Different settings, and a useless page. All right, here we have where we got the headrest DVD players. We got ours a few years ago, so I don't know if they're going to be on the list, but go to this website. Of course, there's many others, but this is just where we got it from on Fair. All right, here are the extra stuff we put on the truck. Starting at the top with the mud flaps. Second one down was the second kit that I had to get for the bed liner. The bottom here is the first one. The first one should have been enough, but because I kind of messed it up, I needed to get an extra bottle. And then here in the middle you get the tonneau cover. And lastly we have the running board, step side, whatever you want to call them there. Alright everyone, just want to say thank you for watching. If you guys ever have any ideas what you want me to do, feel free to send them my way, whichever way they say, comment or whatever. And feel free to share my videos. And lastly, just be nice to everybody. Be nice to others. Do something nice for someone every day. This world's too miserable. We don't need to be so freaking grumpy and miserable all the time. As always, it's all good.